Now we all know about Edinburgh and we all know about Glasgow, but what do you know about Dundee? Well, welcome to the Scottish city of Dundee. We're going to go and explore and find out if this is Scotland's most underrated city. Morning. Oh, rude.
Friendly.
What do you know about Dundee?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I can tell you, according to this here, that the world record long distance flight by a seaplane was achieved by a plane that took off here. Didn't know that.
No, do now though.
So that building there is Dundee's V&A Museum, which is a design museum, so it's not really our thing, but the building's very impressive. What is our thing though is right next door, and that is Discovery Point, so that's where we're going to go first.
We've managed to find the penguins.
We've been here 5 minutes and we've already seen Dundee's top tourist attraction, according to me, Penguin Henge. Who needs Stonehenge?
This is what we've named it, Penguin Henge, so.
Amazing. Anyway, let's crack on with Discovery Point. I'll come back and see my friends later.
There we go.
It's like one of those grabber machines at the arcades.
What am I meant to do with it?
Oh, I don't know what you're meant to do with it. You're doing well though. Nice work.
I could do that again.
Okay, so the museum is pretty cool. There's loads of artifacts in there, loads of videos to sit and watch. And if you don't know what Discovery Point is, then this is a museum dedicated to the Antarctic expeditions of Captain Scott. And even more exciting now, we get to go on the RRS Discovery ship, which is the research ship that went to Antarctica, and they spent 2 years there because they got trapped in sea ice and they were 20 miles from the open sea. It took them 2 years to free themselves. Tell you what I'm not impressed by though.
What?
They ate penguins.
Did they eat penguins?
They did.
Oh, I mean.
To be fair, they had to survive for 2 years.
To survive.
The frozen depths of the earth.
Yeah, that's a shame, but.
Anyway, let's go and take a tour of the ship. Look at that. Isn't that incredible? To think that was built here in Dundee shipyard, and that sailed all the way to Antarctica in 1901.
I know.
It took 6 months to get there.
And 6 months to get back.
And 6 months to get back as well. And then they were stuck there for 2 years. And then it went back again, and came back again, and then went back to Antarctica again. They've even got like some of the sea life that they brought back in one of the expeditions in the 1920s.
Yeah, they do that. That's a bit creepy. Oh, that's a bit strange.
It is, isn't it? I don't know if I assume it's permanently dry dock.
Is it permanently dry dock? I'm sure someone will let us know in the comments.
Well, they're doing work on it at the moment anyway to restore some of the timbers and that and preserve it, so.
But how cool would this be? Oh, imagine climbing up there. Oh no, it's making my legs go wobbly.
You know what though? I thought it was a little bit nippy when we first arrived in Dundee, even though it's summer.
It's actually really nice now.
I'm glad I'm on this in Dundee and not in Antarctica, because I've only got a hoodie. be a bit cold. See the size of some of them gloves in there and them skis I had to navigate with. Oh, I like this. It says, I'm sorry, I'm not looking my best. I'm 122 years old. I'm also not looking my best, but I don't have that excuse, so fair play.
I'm feeling that old.
Whoa. Do you reckon they'll let us climb up to the crow's nest?
I doubt it.
On ship selfie.
Ooh. Don't fall.
Okay, this is cool. I absolutely love this. It smells old though, doesn't it?
It really does.
When you get that like museum-y smell. Good to see they're working on it though. Some areas are shut off to us at the minute, but that's fine.
That scared me. I saw a head, but it's a mannequin right at the back.
I can't see. Oh yeah, there's somebody in there. Yeah, well, not somebody, but it is a mannequin. Imagine if that just like snapped around now and started looking at us. Oh. I'm really enjoying exploring this. You forget how big this ship is. It's a lot bigger down here. We seem to be going in so many rooms.
I was going to say, it just keeps going on and on and on.
And I love the fact that they're playing like the creaking sound effects and that to make you remember that you're on a ship. Like the noises you'd have heard as it was creaking at sea. Without the seasickness though. Unless you're watching this, you might be starting to be a bit crazy.
What's for dinner?
Trust you to find the kitchen. Oh, we're on a ship, so it's the galley, right?
Yeah, they had a cat.
Most ships had cats, right, to keep the mice at bay in case there was mice in the food.
Our cats would be crap at that.
Did I make that up?
I don't know.
I think I'd have been in the sick bay a few times. At 6 months at sea, blimey, all that rocking. What is that? It looks like Davy Jones out of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm going to start singing it now. It's going to be stuck in my head.
So we're back on the upper deck, and we just noticed if you catch this at the right angle, it actually looks like you're on the water still. It's really cool.
I don't know.
Was that you pretending to sail, was it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have lasted 2 minutes.
No, I wouldn't.
Although the rooms where, like Captain Scott and his room and all the important people,
They're
they're
big
not
rooms.
bougier than that little bunk bed mess area that we saw, that nice big grand wooden table in the middle.
Yeah.
I'd have been alright. No windows, but you know, you've got a nice terrace up here. Storm coming.
What do you reckon they'll do if you ding it?
It has still got its dinger.
Maybe give it a light ding?
No, I'm not brave enough. I'm not brave enough to ding the dinger, let alone go to Antarctica on it. Well, what a cracking start to our day in Dundee that was. That far exceeded my expectations. Wandering that ship was just amazing, and we fell in to the tourist trap in Dundee. We went in the gift shop on the way out.
We did. Jason was mentioning something about a Dundee cake.
Yes. So I said Dundee's famous for Dundee cake, and of course they had some in there. We probably could find better somewhere else in the city, but we wanted to take our opportunity while it was there.
And we've decided to start picking up some fridge magnets, so this is the one we decided to pick up.
And when he says we, he means he has decided we're going to start picking up fridge magnets.
Well, we was picking up loads of coffee, and then that was just too much.
We ended up with too much, yeah.
Now we've resorted to fridge magnets.
Fridge magnets, and $2.50, it's cheaper and all.
Yeah.
More penguins. I love Dundee.
Oh my god, how cool is this? They've turned an old tram into a little coffee stand. We're getting a coffee.
The old tram only takes cash, so we've just nipped to a cash point, and Josh is very happy because it dispensed him a Scottish £10 note.
Even though I knew that, it just threw me off. I don't know why. It just threw me off. I was like, oh, picture.
And then we bought 2 Americanos, and even better, we got a Scottish £5 note in change, so we're working our way through all the Scottish currency. But we're just going to sit here, enjoy our Americano. £1.85 each.
That we got out of a tram.
We're not in London anymore, are we?
Definitely not.
And we're sat by this massive dragon statue, which is really cool. And then you can see the old tram lines that run like through the city centre where the old tram coffee thing is on. But this city centre, we've just wandered some of it. It's really cool and quirky. We obviously saw the penguin statues at the start. Then we saw this cheeky little monkey on top of the information board, and he'd rearranged all the letters of the word information. We've seen the polar bear statue already. Looks like he's about to eat a person. We've seen the bougiest looking opticians that I've ever seen in my life. Obviously it never used to be an opticians. Like this is just a cool city to wander. Oh, and then we saw that really cool clock as well.
Yes.
It looked like some sort of weird building from Europe, and it had a really weird colour background on the building behind it. I wonder what else we're going to find. Oh, how can we forget the Desperate Dan statue?
Ah, that was the first thing we saw.
That was the first thing we saw, yeah. So I didn't know. So Desperate Dan was the main character in a comic called The Dandy, which was like a similar to the Beano.
Yeah.
Published by a company in Dundee, The Dandy.
Yes.
That's why Desperate Dan's here. I did wonder. Anyway, cheers to Dundee.
Cheers. You can tell we're back in Scotland.
I hate the bagpipes. Sorry, Scottish people.
I love it. Can't see him, but we can hear him.
That's quite creepy, actually. So we've just driven out a couple of miles from the city centre itself to a place called Broughty, or at least I think that's how you say it. Absolutely cracking view back down the River Tay to the city of Dundee from here. However, we did see the shower clouds approaching, so we just hung back in the car for a little while, and we're glad we did because we could see the rain coming across from the other side of the river. We did have a very slight little shower, but nothing too much. The sun's back out, and we are here to see Broughty Castle Museum. Apparently it's completely free to enter.
That includes the parking.
That does include the parking. A bit blowy out here though, isn't it?
It is.
Well, they knew we were coming. Rolled out the big guns. Boom. Also, have you seen the big balls?
Nice.
They would have operated the drawbridge. It's kind of cool. You don't normally see the mechanism still in place.
No, you don't. stairs.
We're racing to the top because the man said he's seen dolphins.
Right, as we came in, a man was filming. He said he saw some dolphins. We're knackered.
We just raced up like 4 flights of stairs.
Oh, my legs are really wobbly after running up them stairs.
So just to explain, because that was probably a little bit disjointed because we were trying to leg it up here to see what was going on. The guy downstairs had spotted some bottlenose dolphins out in the river estuary, and he was like, if you run up to the observation tower, you might be able to see them. And I just caught a glimpse of one of them coming out of the water and going back in again, but
It was quite far out, and we were trying to get the camera to focus, but where it had a mesh in front of the window,
it just wouldn't focus.
It just wouldn't focus. God, I do not like these stairs one bit. As you can see, I've got huge feet, easily slip down.
So we've sought refuge from the wind back in the car, and it's lovely and toasty in
It's
here.
really toasty in this car.
We did have a quick walk around the museum, like different floors of different things. So like the top floor was all military history, the next floor down was about the wildlife of the area, including those bottlenose dolphins in the river, and then the next floor down was like an art gallery and stuff. But that isn't really why we come out here. We just come out here because this castle looks bloody cute, just sat on the river like it is, especially on a day like today, even though it's blowing hooly out there. And right next to it, oh my god, that beach.
It's like, the sand is like, what would you describe it?
It just looks like a Californian beach.
I was going to say, a Californian beach. The
It's
sand
incredible.
is like whitey,
a yellowy golden,
whitey kind of colour.
On a different day, I'd be sat on there. Today, I'd probably get a face full of sand.
Yeah, I did say to him, do you want to go dip your toe? And he went, no.
Absolutely not. I'll leave that to the dolphins, I think.
Yeah.
But free to visit and wander around. It's just incredible.
Yeah, I like free, so
yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, you can't beat free.
So we've made it to the University of Dundee Botanic Garden, whatever it's called. I was like, so what's the name of this?
The University of Dundee Botanic Garden.
It's really not that hard.
We do love a botanic garden. We seem to be visiting them everywhere we go at the moment. And this one's only a £5 each to get in. They have got some glass houses and stuff up there, which is what I'm really excited for. But
So that's the last bit, but the weather is looking a bit iffy.
yeah, so we thought let's do the outside bit first while it's dry and sunny.
Slow down. Squirrels crossing. Oh God.
Like Tina Turner.
Anyone that looks at us when we're walking around, they probably think, what are they doing? Pretending to be a squirrel.
Fair. I was pretending to be Tina Turner, not a squirrel.
A Tina Turner squirrel.
What's that?
Oh, what is that?
I don't know. So apparently, according to the sign, it's the bridge sculpture, and the sign says that according to the artist, it's about the idea of a bridge and an image. I don't know what that means.
Interesting.
But it's cool looking.
It's got, I mean, it looks like a robot with his legs out, and they're his arms, and he's like, "Ugh."
And that's the purpose of art, right? You just interpret it how you see it.
Just use your imagination.
Well, it done its job then, didn't it? So we've just wandered into this little nook, and there's this weird clock, like metal sculpture clock, and then there's these guys just kind of chilling out by the bush. But you get this really incredible view over Dundee Airport, out to the River Tay and the railway bridge. This is like a little secret corner. It's really cool. I've said cool quite a lot today. Dundee's cool. How cool is this little covered picnic bench? We should have brought that slab of Dundee cake with us.
I forgot we had that.
I'm doing an assault course. Oh.
Yep. He's still a child.
I'll be back. I don't know about this bit.
No, you keep going. You want to be young and all that.
It's like one of those Bear Grylls adventures. Survival in the University of Dundee Botanic Garden. Nailed it.
That's bizarre.
That is bizarre. I have never seen purple pine cones before, but they're not all purple. Oh, that one looks normal, that one, and then they're all purple. There is a very Harry Potter-esque building hiding behind these trees though. I reckon there's some witchcraft and wizardry going on in here. That's why all them pine cones on that tree is purple. It's full of them.
I reckon so. We've solved it.
Wow, these eucalyptus trees are absolutely enormous. No koalas though.
No koalas.
I do think we have totally underestimated the size of this botanic garden though. It is absolutely enormous. We've been walking for 25 minutes and we haven't even made it to one end of it. Like, we could quite easily get lost in here, I think. Now I was a little bit worried heading into these greenhouses at the end that after the rest of the Botanic Garden, I'd been so excited for them that these were going to be really disappointing, but they are not disappointing at all.
It's beautiful in here.
This one that we're in at the moment is warmer. It's like the tropical one. It is very warm. We've just seen some bananas growing up there as well, which isn't helping the fact that we're absolutely starving at the minute. However, in the other one, it's more like a temperate climate through there, but they've got some incredible cacti through there.
Some of them are really big. I don't think I've ever seen them that big before.
And there's some really colourful plants dotted around as well, some really weird ones as well. I feel like I'm becoming a little bit of a horticulture geek because I'm getting near from 40.
I used to do horticulture.
You did, but you gave up.
I gave it up.
And apparently I'm becoming a botanic nerd. So we retreated to our hotel for an hour or so, and now we've decided to come back out for an evening walk down the marine walk here in Dundee. But we're starting off at this waterside gardens area, and this is really beautiful down here. I'm assuming this is kind of newly done. It all looks very sort of fresh. There's these water fountains along here that just keep dancing and going in different patterns that have got lights and everything in them. And then there's this weird metal like arbor thing, and there's all these bits that you can walk through that have got metal tubes, and they're all playing like seagulls and sound effects and
waves
stuff.
and things like that. Pretty cool.
There's also just over there what they call the urban beach. So in between all those benches all the way around, there's just like a massive sand pit, so you can sit, pretend you're at the beach, but actually you've just got the River Tay and the Tay Bridge behind you. Than today. Enjoying the beach life, are you?
Yep.
You look like you're on a cruise ship.
I was just about to say, it feels like I'm on a cruise ship from here.
So we found this lookout tower along Marine Walk that you can climb to the top of and get a view, and of course, more steps.
It's windy as well.
It is windy. At least the ones at the castle earlier are inside.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it wobbles. Oh, it wobbles.
It does wobble.
Oh, I was about to say...
What do people think this is, Paris?
Oh no. See you later.
Is that it? You're off.
Going down.
Oh, apparently that's it.
No, I need a selfie to prove we've been
up
up
here. It's moving a lot, isn't it?
Oh, quick, let's take a selfie.
You need proof we've been up here? Hello? Video?
Oh my god, Jason, this is...
Oh! So we've walked through to City Quay, where they've got this really cool rusty old boat just kind of chilling out, but they've got one of those inflatable aqua assault course things, and it looks like they do not jet skiing, water skiing and everything here. So do you fancy giving that a go?
Nope.
Bit chilly, eh?
Bit too chilly for that.
We're just going to have a walk along here though, because there's a ship there called the HMS Unicorn that we want to go and have a look at. You can go on it. Obviously we didn't get time to do that today because we went and done Discovery Point instead.
Yes.
So this is the HMS Unicorn. I'm a little bit gutted we didn't actually get time to go on this now. I was impressed earlier to find out that the Discovery was 122 years old. This bad boy is 200 years old this year, and ironically it was built in Chatham Dockyard in Kent, and that's where we're from, not Chatham.
That's like...
But we're from Kent.
That's like 20 minutes from where we live.
How weird is that? We should have gone on this earlier.
We should have.
Missed opportunity, but...
Good excuse to come back.
As we always say. Hello! You're blocking my view.
Hello.
You're blocking my view, sorry.
Can't hear.
You're blocking my view.
You're blocking my view.
Rude. Well, we couldn't have wished for a better place to end our day sightseeing in Dundee. We've just driven up to Dundee Law, which is a massive monument to Dundee's fallen in World War II, but it's sat on top of an old volcano, and the views up here are incredible. You can see every corner of Dundee, both ways down the River Tay. You can even see Broughty Ferry Castle, where we were earlier. This is just a fantastic place to come and spend a little bit of time. There's plenty of places to sit. There's a few parking spaces up here, but there is just a handful. We've been very lucky to get one. There's none free here now. What better way to end our day with these incredible views? But if you haven't caught up with the rest of our Scotland series, then click one of these videos here and join us in the city of Glasgow or Edinburgh. Both fantastic. Who doesn't love Scotland?
Wait, this was a volcano?
It was, yeah, it was. off to Glasgow or Edinburgh, go on.
Don't fall.